everyone to this week's mental health story time, brought to you by the Children's Book Bank. My name is Anthonia, and this week we'll be reading two books that talk about life changes. The first book, Dinosaurs Divorce, written by Lauren Krasny Brown and Matt Brown. So this book talks about divorce. What is divorce? Why do our parents divorce? And how we can also live happy through these family changes. Like now having to visit our parents, or having to stay at two homes, or even living with our step siblings, like our step brothers and step sisters. And the second book, Where Will I Live, written by Rosemary McCarney. So this book actually talks about the emotions, the questions, and the thoughts that go through a little child's mind when their original home isn't safe anymore for various reasons. And it also shows that children can still be hopeful for a better and brighter future, even amidst all that troubles. And it has real life pictures from different countries of the world. So let's start with the first book, Dinosaurs Divorce, written by Lauren Krasny Brown and Matt Brown. So what is divorce? Well, divorce is a legal judgment ending a marriage. So it means after a divorce, your father or mother could marry again. So let's start. Dinosaurs Divorce. Why parents divorce? Divorce takes place between mothers and fathers. You are not to blame if your parents get divorced. You are not to blame. Parents divorce when they don't love each other or can't get along together anymore, no matter how hard they try. Some parents have violent, noisy battles, like this one's here. Other parents fight silently by not talking to each other, like we see here. And then parents sometimes fight with you when really they are angry with each other. Sometimes parents who are upset with each other behave in ways that hurt themselves and the rest of the family, like we see here. No, this is not good. For these parents, it's better not to live together or be married anymore. So what about you? When your parents divorce, it is natural to feel sad or angry or afraid or confused, like what is happening, or ashamed, like I'm the only one who's going through troubles in my family, or guilty, like oh, this is my fault, or relieved, like whew, feel better now, or even worried about who will take care of you. The bad feelings won't last forever, and there is plenty you can do to help yourself feel better. It helps to talk about these feelings and to let them show. For example, it's okay to cry. In fact, crying can help you feel better. If you feel angry, tell your parents why and look for ways to show anger that don't hurt others or yourself. If you are afraid or confused about what's happening in your family, tell your parents how you feel and ask questions. Remember, it is not your fault that your parents are getting divorced. So whenever you are afraid or confused, you should talk to your parents. Just imagine what would happen if you kept all these feelings to yourself, the anger, the sadness, the confusion. No, not a good result. It sometimes helps to visit a family counselor who will make sure everyone gets a chance to talk and listen to each other. Some parents can agree between themselves about who you will live with after the divorce and how often you will see each of them. When parents can't agree, lawyers and judges decide. So you have to try to be honest. If they ask you questions, it will help them make better decisions. You may hope your parents will marry each other again. It's a very beautiful hope. But divorce is final. Most parents don't get back together. You can still love both parents. That doesn't change with divorce. So if your parents are separated or are divorced, it doesn't stop you from loving them, and it doesn't stop them from loving you also. Now, after the divorce can bring some good changes. Your parents may feel calmer and be nicer to spend time with, like you see here. You may get to know each of them better. You don't have to listen when parents say bad things about each other. Say you love them both, and hearing this upsets you. See, you can try to tell them, no, don't tell me bad things about dad or mom. And you may have to tell them more than once. Okay. If parents want you to carry messages back and forth, ask them to do it themselves. You won't be a postman for that. Remember, divorce is new for your parents too, and they may make some mistakes. So divorce is new to both the parents and you as a child. So you should give room for mistakes and understand. If you move, you may have to say goodbye to friends and familiar places, but soon your new home will feel like the place you really belong. Now, living with one parent. Parents may need you to take care of yourself more, so you're going to have to grow up real fast and real well. You can make things easier for your parents and yourself if you offer to pitch in and help. Like I said, you have to grow up real quick and real fast and pitch in and help your parents. You may wish you could turn into a grown-up overnight, like a Superman, but doing that isn't your job. There may be other times when you feel like acting babish to get attention. Try instead to ask for some love and affection, because your parents are also going through challenging times. Other changes from divorce may be harder to get used to. Living with one parent almost always means there will be less money, so be prepared to give up some things. There will be times when you miss your other parents, for sure. You see, the little dinosaur is writing a letter to his dad. Shows he's missing his dad. Visiting your parents. Visiting someone you used to live with can feel uncomfortable at first, I can imagine. But after a while, you'll get used to it. Your parents will want to know what you were doing in school and with your friends, about things you need help with and things that you want to do with them. Don't be shy about sharing this in this way. And don't be tired, because your mother will ask you and your dad may ask you the exact same thing. So don't be shy and don't be tired. They love you. Some parents act like Santa Claus, always suggesting fancy or expensive things to do. You don't have to spend lots of money to love each other and have fun together. Some parents feel too guilty or unhappy to visit you. Sometimes you can keep in touch by calling or writing. If not, try to spend time with other grown-ups you like and trust. And here, spending time with Granny. Nice. It may feel strange at first to show your love for one parent in front of the other. Try to remember it's okay to love both and to show that you do. They would love to see that. Now, having two homes. Spending time in two different homes can be confusing. You may feel lost or out of place. Try to find favorite things you can do with each parent. Maximize your time. Make a schedule to remember when you will stay at each parent's house. and keep special things in each home. Yeah. Create your space in each home. Now, telling one parent you have permission from the other to do something when you don't isn't fair to anyone. It will only get you into trouble. So let's try not to do that. It's not good. The rules in each house may be different. You have to try to respect them in both. Celebrating holidays and special occasions. Divorce may mean twice as much celebrating at holiday times, but you may feel pulled apart at the same time. Holidays and special occasions may not be the same. In fact, you may celebrate them in very different ways. You have to try to be open to these changes. It is important to remember both your parents on holidays. Now that's writing to the mother and to the father, to the mom. Telling your friends. Divorce may make you feel different from your friends. Yeah, you may feel, oh, it's just me. All my friends have their parents together, just me. But you're still you, no matter how many parents you live with. An example of a teacher asking, so class, how many of your parents are divorced? And you see more than one hand up. So it helps to remember that you are not the only one whose parents are divorced. It may be easier to tell your friends one at a time. Good friends will be glad you could be honest with them. And spending time with friends can help you feel less lonely. Now, meeting parents, new friends. Your mother or father may go out on dates. Yes, because after a divorce, your mother or father are able to remarry again, so they can go out on dates. So when they go out on dates, staying with a babysitter may not be so bad. You may sometimes feel jealous and want your parent to yourself. Be polite to your parents' new friends, even if you don't like them at first. You may be thinking, this lady or this man is coming to take over mommy or daddy. No, you have to be polite. Who knows? They may become friends of yours too with time. Now, living with step parents. Step parents are the new wife or husband to your father or mother. Divorced parents who find someone new they can love and live with happily may decide to marry again. You may worry that step-parents are like characters in the fairy tale, always scary and evil and bad and ugly. But a step-parent is a grown-up who, just like you, loves your mother or father. Most step-parents won't try to take your mother or father's place. They will care about you and want to see you happy. You also may care about them. Such a nice little dinosaur. Pick a name for your step-parent that you find easy to use and your step-parent is comfortable with. Here. They have step-mom, extra mom, Julie, Mom Julie, Molly. And be patient. It may take a while to get used to each other's way of doing things. Yeah, that's one example. How to have my peanut butter on bread. Not everyone loves his or her step-parents, but showing them respect is important. Very important. This is an example. What a good job you're doing. Respect is very important. If you do love your step-parent, be glad. It won't change the way you and your own parent feel about each other. Now, having step-sisters and step-brothers. Having step parents may mean having step brothers and step sisters. You may feel invaded if you have to share a room, like this is my space, please, no disturbances. It can help to agree on spaces and things that can be private with each of you. Now, step brothers or step sisters are the children of your mother or father's new partner. Learning to live with someone new takes time, so don't be surprised if there are arguments at first. Step brothers and step sisters may be good to talk to about divorce. They often have been through it too. Finding a quiet place might take more work with a bigger family. Yeah. But having a bigger family means there's usually someone around when you want company, so you never feel alone anymore. And no matter how many stepsisters, stepbrothers, half-sisters, or half-brothers you have, your place in the family is always, always special. Divorce in your family means many things will change. But one thing that never changes is your parents' love for you. The end. Remember, you are not to blame for the divorce of your parents, and most times it is even for the benefit of the child, to make you happier. So whenever you experience divorce, try and be happy, be respectful, be polite, and get the best out of the situation. And don't feel bad if your parents don't have to get married anymore, again, because divorce is final. Just be happy for them, and don't fail to love them, and always know they love you so much also. So that's it for our first book. Now let's go to our second book. Where Will I Live? By Rosemary McCartney. Remember, this book talks about or reveals the emotions of a child whose home isn't safe anymore. And it has pictures, real life pictures. Sometimes scary things happen to good people. This is a picture from Croatia. You can see it looks like a family having to move out at night. When soldiers fight or danger comes. This picture is from Hungary. You see the little boy? Looks so scared. Families must pack their things and search for a safe place to live. And this picture is from Rwanda. You can see that this is probably a family and have all their things because it's not safe where they are. They ride. And this picture is from Lebanon. See the little children having to ride with all this stuff just because their original home isn't safe anymore. Or walk. This picture is from Iraq. Doesn't seem like a fun walk, but they have to walk to get a safer place to live. Or even run, hoping to find a peaceful place. And this picture is also from Hungary. But where will I live? Will it be down this road? This lonely road? This picture is from Hungary. Or beyond this hill? This picture is from Jordan. You see the children and the parents having to walk. Or past this fence. They are barricaded by a fence. And that picture is from Slovenia. Or across the sea. That picture is from Greece. Will I live under a carpet? This picture is from South Sudan. This picture makes me feel warm in my heart. I'm sure it does for you too, because you see the smile of hope in that little child's face, even if he's not really in a comfortable place, even as we see it now. Or beneath some stairs. That picture is from Lebanon. Wow, it's so hard. Or in a tent. And this picture is from Greece also. Or a whole city of tents. Picture is from Jordan. Now they have to live in tents, all in search of a safer place. Will where I live be hot and dry? That picture is from Kenya. Or cold and wintry, from Lebanon. Will I find one special buddy? Nice cool glasses. And this picture is from Cameroon. Or lots of friends where I live. And that picture is from Jordan. Will I be able to sleep in the same place every night? From Hungary. This is so sad, having to see children sleep on the roadside and not even sure if they will get a better place to sleep for the next night. Will my new bed be just for me, or will I still have to share it? That picture is from Lebanon. So many questions, so many hopes. And that picture is from Jordan. After such a long journey and such a long wait, you see the little girl and the real patches on her face. That picture is from Myanmar. I hope someone smiles and says, "Welcome home." I hope that someone is you. I hope that someone is me. And that picture is from the Niger. The end. Where will I live? A lot of children have to be displaced from their original homes for various reasons, and it will be good if we, me and you, my friends, can tell them welcome home and keep them smiling, give them that hope that they always wanted. So it's been fun reading with you, my friends, and that's it for today, for this week. So have a wonderful week and see you next week. Bye.